Boys, today we're moving on to our final element of art. Remember the 7 elements of art? Today we are looking at value. Value is how light or dark a color is. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. You can make tints and shades of lots of different colors, but this is our example, red. So red plus white equals a pinky color, that is the tint, and red plus black equals like a burgundy color, which is the shade. So we are doing tints, tones and shades today. When you add white to something, you make a tint. So all of these beautiful pinky colors are tints. This one is red with white. This one is more red with a little bit of white. This one is some red, yellow and white. And this one is even more red, some yellow and some white as well. So these are called tints. You add any color to white. Well, you add white to any of the colors. So you can see here I've added some white to the red. That will make a tint. Now, I would like to show you some shades. Remember, to make a shade, we add black to a color. I have now done the red with the black, the blue with the black, and I'm just going to quickly show you the yellow with the black, just so you boys can see. There we go, sorry, this paper plate, it's a very funny palette, isn't it? So just so you can see what it will look like when we add black to the yellow. Okay, obviously you don't have to add as much black as I've added, but you can see a little bit of the yellow coming through here. You can see a bit more of the blue coming here because I use less black, and you can see the red coming through here very nicely. I'm sure when this dries we will see it as well. Maybe let me grab a little bit more yellow from here, maybe just to brighten it up a little bit. This dark color. Okay, there you go, boys. Our primary colors mixed with black to make some shades. Okay, now it's time to start our work. Step 1. Draw your ice cream cone. You may decorate your ice cream cone however you'd like. What I've done is I've got my ice cream cone. I have got these lovely patterns on it. I've got nice zigzags. Actually, this is also value, so a lighter purple and a darker purple. That's a good example of value, and I really like this. So make sure it's quite nice and big to be able to fit your 5 scoops of ice cream on the top. And it needs to be quite a long triangle, okay? So once you've done that, we move on to the next step. Step 2, pick your color for the ice cream. Out of these twisties, I can choose from these colors, okay? So I can choose red, orange, yellow, green, blue, pink, or purple. And when you are deciding what color you are going to use, you only use one twisty for the whole exercise, boys. Okay, so you don't use light blue and this dark blue because that's not learning the purpose of the exercise. You just choose one of them. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to choose dark blue. So this is my color that I've chosen to do my ice cream. Maybe it's a blueberry ice cream flavor, and I'm going to put the rest of my twisties away. So this is my choice for my ice cream. Step 3. Draw 5 scoops of ice cream and color in each layer using different values of the same color. Please color from dark to light. For the ice cream scoops, what I suggest is that you make one, like I've made over here, and then you draw around it. Okay, that will make it a lot quicker and easier for you, and it will make them all the same size. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a little time lapse of me drawing around these ice cream, this one 4 more times because I'm going to use this one as well. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to draw 4 on this piece of paper. Then I'm going to show you the coloring. Okay, now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ice cream scoops, and that's exactly what we need for this exercise. Now with our twisties, to make things lighter and darker, which is what value is, we are going to press harder with our twisty. Okay, so you're going to start pressing lightly to color in the light ones, and as you apply more pressure, boys, it gets darker and darker and gets to the darkest. Okay, can you see? So light, adding a little bit more pressure, it gets darker to the darkest. Okay, so let me show you again, going from light, coloring light, adding more pressure, a little bit darker, going closer to the edge of my twisty, I can make it even darker. Okay, so that's what I would like you to do now. So each one you're going to color from light to dark, and then you're going to stick it down like I've shown you in the video. Okay, so this one will be the very lightest one. Okay, so color in nicely for me. Make sure you keep the same strength on your twisty. And then when you get to the end one, you're going to be coloring in very, very dark as you possibly can. Okay, so this one will be the darkest one over here, and this will be the lightest one over here. And once you've finished coloring in, then you can cut it out. It is very difficult to color in something that you've already cut out. So do the coloring first and then cut out your little ice creams. It's going to take forever for me to be coloring this in front of you, so I'm going to just stop the video here, finish my coloring, and then I'll show you the next step. Okay boys, now I've cut out all of my ice cream scoops, and now what we do is we're going to stick it on another piece of paper. This is an optional extra. If you would like to do a beautiful background for me, that's absolutely wonderful. At the top here, I've done tints, tones, which is the middle one, and then shades. So I've added white to this one and this one. This is the base color, the normal color, just the red straight out of the paint tube. And then this is the red mixed with black, and the red mixed with even more black, just so you can see what it looks like when it's painted on. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get our ice cream cone, and then you're going to stick your first scoop on top. The next darkest one will go on there, and so on and so on. So the lighter, and then the lightest will go at the very, very top. And what I will do is I'll stick it down. As you can see, there's a progression from dark to light. That's what I would like to see in your work. You could also add sprinkles or decorate it or whatever you want to. But this is a good lesson in value, seeing something going from dark to light and how to use both paints and your twisty to create this effect. This is an excellent example from a previous year. Look at the lights and the darks.